G'day guys, welcome back. It's almost Easter time and I'm going to do my bunny. Look how cute it is. It's actually a, I think it's like a cake mold or a mousse or jelly or something like that. So it's really cute. Don't know what all these little things are. I hope they won't show up in my mold, but in my resin, but anyway. So I have got a little bit of resin in each of those. Now can you see this bit here? This bit here is lower, that's lower, the eyes are lower, the mouth and the little teeth are lower, and the little paws at the back there are lower. So what I thought I would do is just pop some resin in those just real quick. I am going to need to let that set up though, just for a couple of hours, so that I can then pour over the top. And then the areas that are raised, like the rings of the eyes and the whiskers and other little features, when you unmold it, that will be a dip, and you can either just color it in with like a gold or silver marker, or you could pour resin into it, and we'll see what happens after that. So this is the Amore art. This is the it's a pastel purple, so let's just put a little bit of that in. If you don't use it for a while, it goes a bit hard. So it's going to be purple, and then we've got the pastel pink. And if you don't have these, that's fine. You can just use white pigment paste, and then add a little bit of alcohol ink or a little bit of mica powder. I don't want it shimmery though. I just want like a opaque matte sort of a colour. So that's why I'm using the pigment pastes. You do kind of need to shake them because they get this layer of oily stuff over the top, but it's a bit hard to shake them when they're a bit thick. This one's not coming out very well. If they do start getting thick, just pop it into a little container with some boiling water and just let it sit there for 10-15 minutes, and you'll find it'll go back to liquid again. So not a problem if your pastes are going hard. So I'm just going to use pink and purple, and I know his teeth really need to be white, but look, they're going to be pink, so it doesn't matter. All right, and I've just mixed my resin in a little paper cup so that I can do this with it and pinch it. All right, let's see how we go here. So we're just going to pour into the little nose and little teeth there. A bit tricky, only tiny little areas. I probably made up more resin than I needed to, but it's difficult mixing up such a tiny little bit of resin, isn't it? It is. So we'll do that, let that kind of move, because I need it to go into that little mouth there. Oh, I was supposed to do that in purple and that in purple. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, because I thought there's a lot of pink in the middle. I'll do purple on the top and purple on the bottom. I'm gonna have to get that purple out now. Oh, the pink out, even though it does look pretty cute. I don't want it pink, I wanted it purple pink. What was it, the eyes? I was going to do purple. Anyway, that'll do. I just wanted some purple. That'll do. We'll just do little purple eyes. There we go. That's it. Okay. Spread that out a bit, like that. It doesn't need very much at all. Now I'm going to use just my little tool thing here just to spread that pink, because I need it to go in here. And it's way too thin to pour in there with a paper cup, so we'll just push it along like so. There's something in there. So once that's had a chance to set up, I'll come back and then we're going to do some glitter. Yes, we are. I don't usually use glitters. I'm not really a glittery kind of a person. This one's got a bit much. I'm just going to take some out. But I thought the glitters would be nice, and I've got some pastel glitters. So that's what I'm going to do. I've just got one of these little soft brushes with some alcohol in it just to sort of clean up that edge there, because now it's fallen off. Oh gosh. Yeah, it doesn't need very much, so I've just overflowed that one a little bit. Anyway, I'll clean it up, and then that's pretty much all for the next stage. So when I come back, I'll talk to you about my glitters and also about this little iridescent sheet that I've got. So yeah, I'm going to clean that up, and then I'll see you in a couple of hours for the next layer. Right, so it's been a couple of hours. The resin is touch dry, but it's not cured. So I've got a cup of resin, and I have divided it equally into 3 little cups, and I'll just move that out of the way at the moment. That's just a piece of cellophane. So we have got the Let's Resin Mixology glitter. That one is the green opal. We have pink opal and blue opal, which is kind of a bit purpley. So yeah, I'm going to put some of those into each little cup. I don't think I want it too like opaque, because I want to be able to see my bit of cellophane as well, because I'm going to put the glitter layers down, and then I'm going to stick the cellophane on top. So yeah, I want to be able to see that, you know, shimmery cellophane, or the colors that you get from the cellophane. I want to be able to see that through the glitter. So yes, I want it to be glittery, but I don't want it to be too densely glittery, if you know what I mean. And also the glitter tends to fall to the bottom, which will be the base here. So yeah, I don't want to put too much in. I think that'll do. Let's pop the lids back on. I think that'll do. Just a little splash of each of those colors. And I just picked the 3 colors that I thought looked pastel-y. Pink, purple, and, well, it says blue. Yeah, it looks like a bluey purple, and then a green. I think I might need a little bit more of that one. It doesn't look quite as colored as the other 2. Touch more. Alrighty, so here it goes. I am just going to pour these in and see what happens. I think I'll go with the blue up here in the ears. I know it's going to kind of blend and things anyway. And then go with the green down on the feet. And then we'll put the pink down the center, like that. And basically just keep adding. And yes, I know they're going to mix a little bit, which is fine. Hopefully we'll get some colors sort of staying in their little areas. And yeah, I wasn't quite sure how much to mix up. I don't need all of that by the looks of it. Puffy hearts, here we come. That's always the way. I don't mean to do it, but I do tend to have a little bit more resin than I would normally need. Let's just give this a quick little torch, just with a little tiny torch there. Let's see. Oh, this one's looking a little bit mucky. Being used a lot. All my leftover resin I tend to put into a puffy heart. Clean it out a little bit just to get some little, I think maybe there was mica powder or something nearby and it's floated in. I'm not sure. Alright, now I'm going to add those in a minute. I'll just let the resin sit there and sort of thicken up a little bit more while I do this. Now with my little bunny paper here, what I did was I lay my sheet of cellophane over the top. I got my marker and then I kind of marked like that onto my cellophane, and I cut it out on the inside of the line. But what I found was, because the mold is on an angle like this, I then had to go around and cut more off. until it would fit. So yeah, hopefully it's going to work. I'm just going to turn it this way, and because I don't want to get any bubbles, I'm going to try. Is this the right way? No, I don't even know which was the... I don't think it makes a difference which way is which. Oh gosh. I'm going to try and just sort of stick it down in the middle first. Push it down. I'm hoping not to get any bubbles underneath it, and sort of just ease it down slowly. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I did it. I don't think I've got any bubbles under it. I can't see any bubbles under it. So that's basically it. Doesn't matter if a little bit of resin creeps over the top, because we're going to put a clear layer on this in a few hours once that's had a chance to set. So for now, that's basically all I'm going to do on that one. So yeah, let's just pour this in. It's our pink one. And our green one. And our blue one. And then I just go back and make sure I've got enough just so it goes around into that little bail there. I don't like filling them too much to begin with, just in case they overflow. I'd rather come back and just put a little drizzle in just to make sure that they've... Oops, I think you've got a little bit much. Okay, and we do another pink one. Hopefully I've got enough. Otherwise, I'll add a bit of blue. Oh no, I think I've got enough. Look at that. Scrape, scrape, scrape. And that looks as if it's going to be just enough. Go around there. So again, just little giveaways for when people buy a few molds. Just a little thank you for spending your money with me, and also I don't have to waste my resin, so it's a twofer. Right, I've got a little bit left there. I'll have to get another one of my molds out, but I'll use them up. Just clean up my mess. So basically that is all we're doing for the moment. When this resin is touch dry in a couple of hours, it's pretty thick in there. It's probably about 1 centimetre thick, so it's probably going to cure pretty quickly. I'll just come back and we'll just put a little clear coat on, and then that'll be it. All right, see you then. It's been a couple of hours. The centre sort of flash cured. The sides, they're set enough. They're not quite as cured because it's a bit shallower there, but all right, here we go. So I've got about 100 grams, so about 3.5 ounces, and basically just going to do a thin layer just to cover up that cellophane, just so that you've got a nice smooth resiny background, hey, or top. And if I don't need it all, oh gosh, more puffy hearts, more puffy hearts. I don't want to do it too thick, like, you know, that's enough. All right, so that's basically, just gonna make sure that it's gone into all the little areas. So yeah, I'll be able to unmold that tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Let's give it a quick little mist. I'll cover those, just a quick little mist, and there we go. All right, I'll see you tomorrow and we will unmold. It's the next day and my resin has set up. Shall we start with the little puffy hearts? Get them out. I've got another one over there as well that I did, but I didn't quite have enough of the resin left, so I had to wait for it to set, and then I put a bit of blue over the top. Look at that. It's so cute, isn't it? Doesn't matter what you put in these, they just turn out gorgeous, I think. And there's the two pink ones. You can see the opalesque glitter in there. And our little blue one. Oops. Lovely. All right, so we'll get them out of the way. Now, here we go. The main event. How do we get this out? Like any other mold, I guess. Oh, it's quite deep. It's not, no, it's not shiny though. Oh gosh, I wonder if that's going to be an issue. Might have to do a top coat, actually. It didn't occur to me that that wasn't, you know, totally shiny, like a regular one of my molds, which is shiny. Oh, never mind, never mind. It's okay, I can just do a top coat. So I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. Because it's got all those other little little things that I was telling you about. All these, you know, the little whiskers and those bits on the ears and things like that will need filling. So I can do that. All right, here we go. The back looks gorgeous and shiny. Anyway, I'll turn it this way. All right, here we go. Now just remember, it's not going to be glossy, but we can fix that. Oh, it's so weird looking at a mold that's not glossy. But look, oh, that's turned out so cute. I can still see some shimmer in there. And through the ears and things, you can see that cellophane in there. But yeah, I am a little bit disappointed. I don't know why I was expecting shiny, but never mind. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I think what I'll do, because these are quite big areas here. Actually that'll take too long if I put resin in and then wait for it to cure and then put top coat. I wonder if I try and just paint them with my silver pen, hey? How about we see what that looks like, and then I'll do a clear top coat. So I'll try this one, chrome marker. And we'll see how that goes. It's quite large though, the nib. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, yep, that's okay so far. And then the little whiskers. See, that doesn't want to go in there. I have actually got a smaller chrome marker because it comes in 3 different sizes. Yeah, okay, I'm going to go for my smaller one. That's the box there. It's a 5-pack. So it comes with 2 that are, it says down the bottom, 2 to 3 millimeters thick, which is that big one I just used. And then we've got one that's 1.3 millimeters. Let's have a look at that one. Maybe that one will work. And then the other 2 are finer again. They're only 1 millimeter. So that's them. I've got them in silver, copper, and gold. I know I've got the link for the copper one, so I'll add that one, and then at least you guys can, you know, go to the drop-down box and choose what color you want. Oh, look at that. That's better. It's got a chisel top too. All right, I'm just going to have to get the color to come down. If you've used these before, you'll know that you have to just press, press, press until the nib gets soaked in the color, the paint. All right, now we should be able to get in there. And in here, yes, we can, we can, we can, yay. See, where there's a will, there's a way. That's that one done. That one. I'm trying to get sort of in the side, up the side as well, which I'll have to come back and do with this one. Whoops, because I didn't do that. Go up the side of it as well. So then what I'll do, once this is dry, it won't take long, then I'll just come back and I'll do a clear top coat. Where else? Where Where else? Oh, little toes, little toes. There we go. Little toes. It's a cute little mold though, isn't it? Like, it's really sweet. This would be really pretty for a little girl on Easter morning. I think she'd love this. You could hide it along with the Easter eggs. Do you guys do Easter egg hunts for your children? I used to when my children were little. And I'd have clues, like on a little sticky post-it note. I'd have clues, and one clue would lead to another clue. And every time you get a clue, you get an egg as well, or a little bunny. So just something like, you know, what whirls round and round, for instance. So they'd have to think about it, and they'd think, what goes round and round? They'd think about it, and it was the washing machine or the dryer. So they'd rush into the laundry, have a look, and yes, there'd be an Easter egg in there and another clue. So, you know, what is the hottest place in the house? And they'd have to think about it, and then they'd all run to the kitchen and they'd open the oven. Of course, it was turned on, and there would be another egg and another clue to something else. So, yeah, they were fun days, fun days. Now, I wonder if I can just put that through there. There we go. That looks pretty already. That looks much better already, doesn't it? It's very sweet. Okay, I'm going to mix up my clear resin. I won't need much at all. And actually, I probably want it to run down the sides as well, don't I? Because the sides need to be glossy too. Yep. Actually, you know what I have got, and I haven't actually tried it yet, is liquid latex. I've seen other people use it. I've never used it. I got this from m.au Composites, the people that supply the platinum resin. So how about I try that? So it's a matter of painting the edge with this and letting it go off, and then you just put your little bunny on something like that, I guess, on a piece of plastic, and then you just basically pour the resin over it, and then it goes down the sides, and if anything drips on the bottom, it just peels off with this. So let's do that, hey, because I haven't done that before. Now I've just got a little plastic bag, and I'm popping that down there just to stop anything running onto my board that I've got underneath. I did give it a bit of just a quick little shake up, and I've got this paintbrush here. It's just a little makeup brush. Oh gosh, oh, it smells bad, doesn't it? I guess it's like any kind of gluey stuff. It smells. I didn't really know what to expect from it. I wonder if it's going to need 2 coats. I think I'll do 2 coats just so that it might be easier to peel off. You don't need to do the whole thing. I just need to do your edges, you know, where the resin might drip and kind of go underneath. You know how it does that? I was always wondering if you could use like a, you know, a white PVA glue, like a craft glue, to do this, but I've never tried out that theory. Make sure I haven't got it going over the edges there. Just keep it on the back. Now there is a tiny little lip on the edge there because this is the top, so that'll be good for actually keeping the liquid latex in there. So it's not going to flow over very easily because it's got that little lip there. And then I'll let that dry, and then I'm going to have my coffee. I haven't had my coffee yet. I looked after the dogs, and then I came straight out. I've actually got a puppy at the moment. Just one little puppy, a singleton. I knew Luna was going to birth, like, I sort of thought maybe Monday, and I had her booked in for the vet on Monday morning to do a progesterone test to see when she was due, because she was going to need a cesarean because she's so small and she's only got one puppy. I took her into the vet a few days earlier just to see how many she had, And with a singleton, I always do a cesarean anyway, because they grow bigger. It's like a fish, well, a goldfish in a bowl. You know, they can grow bigger and bigger, despite what genetics tells them to do. They can grow bigger because they've got more room. Doesn't mean that she's going to be, or it's a boy. It doesn't mean that he's going to be a bigger dog. It just means that he had more room to grow in the early days. So I'll show him to you a bit later. So anyway, Sunday morning, I woke up because she was sleeping with me. I always take them to bed with me when they're close. And I had to get up and go to the toilet. And I put my hand on her, and it's that at that particular time I felt a contraction. And I thought, oh no, it's 3 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Oh my gosh. So I just grabbed her. I grabbed my phone. I rang the emergency vet. I said, I'm going to be there in 15 minutes. Please prep for a cesarean. I got my husband up, said, drive me to the emergency vet, please, Dave. So in we got. We raced down to the vet, made it in time. They did the cesarean. It's a little boy. Cost me an absolute fortune with the emergency vets at 3 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday morning. But all is well. So that's the main thing, isn't it? All is well. So I'll show him. I got her set up, and because her and the baby sleep in the room with me until they're about 2 weeks old. So I don't get much sleep because he cries and constantly, well, not constantly, but you know, sometimes he just wants his mum, and she's cuddling with me, so I've got to put her back. I wonder if I can do a second coat yet. So anyway, I've sorted them out, and I haven't had my coffee, so I'm going to let that dry. I'll do a second coat. I'm going to wash that. And then I will come back to you when the second coat has dried and we're ready to do our top coat. All right? See you soon. I'll come in and have a look at Luna and her baby. I've got some little steps there because after a cesarean, you know, I don't want her jumping. So she's got little steps there. And she's got food and water there because when they're at this stage, hello baby, they don't like leaving their puppies. Let me come down here next to you. So even for food and water, you know, they don't like leaving them. So I have food and water there for her. Are you showing us your baby? There he is. There he is. Hello, little baby. Here he is. He's going to be apricot like his mama. Yes, I know. We'll zoom out a little bit. Come here. Black nose, little black pads on his feet. But yeah, he'll be apricot like mum. Come over here, Luna. There's her little scar. Gosh. Sometimes I just have to help him find a teat. There you go. Up there. There we go. There you go. You got it? He's a good boy. Yes, he's got it. He's got it. Then when she leaves, if she has to go to the toilet or something, I just put this teddy bear in with him so that he's got somebody to cuddle when she's not there. So there you go. You're a good girl, aren't you, Luna? You're a good girl, yes. You're a good girl, aren't you? Hmm? Yes, I know. Good girl. You're a good mummy, aren't you? This is the first time. First time mum. Right, now to put my coffee. So I've done 2 coats. It dried pretty much clear. And I'm just going to cover this with a little bit of plastic. Otherwise, I'm going to get resin all over it when it drips down. So I'm going to do that just so that the resin can still drip over the edges and I'll catch it onto the plastic. Right, so turn him around. There we go. All right. Hello, little bunny. Oh, he looks so cute. Oh, that's silver. That's, oh gosh. It's okay. It's sticking to the plastic a bit. Let's not move it. Let's not move it. I did do 2 coats, but they feel dry to me. Okay, here we go. Tuck that back down again in case the resin drips, which it will do. And And I'm just using the Platinum 360 Plus resin, my favourite resin, because I know it's going to set up pretty quick. It'll be ready in like 6 hours. All right, here we go. Oh, I've never done this before. Like, I've top coated a coaster, but I've never done something that's got, you know, different shapes, and I'm going to go down the sides. So I've got about 3 ounces, about 90, no, not that much. What did I do? 50 grams of A, 22 grams of B, so 72, so about 2.5 ounces, something like that. Oh, look at that already. It's looking much better already. So I don't want to waste too much resin, but let's just pour it over the top like so, and let it fill up all its little nooks and crannies and crevices that it needs to fill, like the ears and the whiskers and things like that. Because it's low, I'm going to put my cup there so that it can drip onto that. So let's just spread this over the surface first. So that's going to smooth in those little holes there, little crevices for those ears. This is quite fun, actually. It's so nice to do something a bit different than, you know, just your normal coasters or trays and things. But look, I have been doing so many new and interesting things lately. I've really been enjoying myself. Hope you guys have been enjoying watching me. Now, I don't know if this is going to end up totally, oops, level, because the feet are higher than the knees. So, I don't know, we'll just have to see. We'll see what the resin wants to do. The resin will do what it wants to do. Okay, so that's the surface covered. Now, it might actually be easier just for me to brush the sides, hey? No, it's all right. I'm just going to let the resin drip, and I will coat the sides of the bunny with my little stick here. I think that's probably the easiest thing to do. That way I'm not just pouring it all over and hoping that it gets to where it needs to go, because it might not. It might miss a spot. Whereas if I do this, I know that every bit of the side will be covered. Oh, look how gorgeous it's looking. I'm looking at it from the side view at the moment. I'll have to bring you down in a minute. Once I've done this, I'll bring you down and show you. So did you like my little puppy? Isn't he gorgeous? So gorgeous. He's 3 days old now. I mean, you'll see this video a bit later, but at the moment he's 3 days old. Born on Sunday, and I'm doing this video on the Wednesday. Not sure when you'll see it. Oops, I've got a bit of plastic there. So there's a bit of plastic just there. I don't know if that's going to be an issue or not. Maybe I should take it off. It's probably going to catch. It's probably going to catch on the actual bunny. It was a good idea in theory, but it's just, I'll just take it away. Oh no, look, I've got resin all over my board. Okay. Just got thin areas here where it goes in. I don't want it touching the cup there. I'll clean up in a minute. Don't you worry, I'll clean up. All right, what are we up to? This side here. Anyway, I won't bore you by showing you me doing the whole thing. I'll do this side. I'll turn it around. I'll do the other side. And then yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you when we're done. When we're done. It's looking good. Get around here on the top. So to move it, all I'll do is just move my plastic, but I need to clean up my mess first. All right, yeah, like I said, I won't bore you doing the whole lot. I will be back when the resin has had a chance to cure up. Righto, so that's what the top looks like. Nice and shiny. And the sides are nice and shiny. Sorry, it's a bit dark when I'm aiming into the light. Always should have the light behind you when you're videoing. So that's what it looks like. So we'll pop you back up here on the little phone holder. Do it up. Okay. Now, the fun part. Another fun part. Is it dry? Yes, it's dry. Okay. So look at that. Look at that. That's pretty cool. And yeah, I can just peel these off my bit of plastic. I can use my plastic again. I don't know what I would do with that, but anyway, there it is. But I'll use my cup again. I'll use my little bag again. All right, now let's turn it over and see how we go about getting this latex off. I should probably not use my nails. Oh, there's a bit. Look at that. Oh, there it is. I'm pulling at the wrong bit. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's a droplet of resin. Look at that. That came off. Look at that. That's nice. There's another droplet. Ah, it's weird. It's like a skin coming off. There's another big droplet. It's come off. Oh, so far so good. So maybe I'll put this back on my little bit of plastic and then I can drop all the bits back onto it, hey? Be easier to pick it up later, won't it? All right, here we go. Let's peel this off again. There's another droplet. Oh, there it is. Look at that. I just had to pull at the droplet and off it came. Oh, I'm liking this. It's kind of got the texture of like a balloon. So where the droplet is, I'm just picking it like that and it's coming off. I guess if I'd made it thicker, I probably wouldn't have to pick the droplets off. Maybe it would just come off, but it's no drama. It's a beautiful edge. You wouldn't even know it's had resin on it. Oh, I'm impressed. I am impressed. Wow. Probably should have put it right over the back as well, because I think it's made a little mark from my cup, maybe. Maybe not. Ah, look at it. Oh, it's weird. Okay, nearly done, nearly done. There's another droplet. Oh, it's coming off so easy, you guys. Hey, last little droplet. There it is. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Now, are we ready? Are we ready to turn this over? Let's see what it looks like. Looks pretty from that side. Okay. Actually, I'll turn it this way so we can see long ways. Right, here we go. Look. There it is. Oh, that's so cool. I think we're going to have to go outside to pick up more colours. Can you see? Can you see like it's picking up bits of gold? So the top, there's the purple or the blue. And then we've got the pink. And then we've got that greenish tone underneath there. But you can see that, you know, that goldish shimmer from the cellophane. That just looks so cool. Otherwise, all you'd be seeing is just glitter with a clear background, but you're seeing that gold shimmer through it. So he's really sweet, isn't he? Or she? Really cute. Look at that little face. I'm really happy with how that turned out. So there you go. Happy Easter, everybody, for those that celebrate Easter. Have a wonderful time with your family. My family's all getting together on the Friday, and Good Friday. We're all getting together. We're going to have dinner together. So it'll be lovely family time. Day off work. So enjoy your time with your family, however you're going to spend it. Or your friends, loved ones. Take care. Have an amazing time. And I'll see you all for the next video. Okay, love you all. Take care. Bye for now.